Getting this latest news that 5 jail officials have been suspended. This is first up action following the jailbreak where 8 semi-convicts have managed to flee from Bhopal Central Jail. The news that is coming in is after India Today spoke to the Madhya Pradesh Home Minister, who promised up action and a probe into the incident. One constable on duty was also stabbed by these 8 convicts. He succumbed to his injuries. Manhunters on to find these 8 semi-convicts. At the moment, we're also given to understand that MHA has contacted the state government. They're keeping a close monitor over what's the situation at the moment. But we can tell you that these 8 convicts managed to get a bedsheet from which they made a rope. Sources also indicating they had some ropes with them, and also they managed to scale the wall of the jail, which is 20 feet high. They had a sharp weapon with which they attacked the constable on duty, and the constable succumbed to his injuries. When we spoke to the Home Minister of Madhya Pradesh, he's assured that no stone will be left unturned to ensure where were the lapses in the jail security. Now, we're talking about Bhopal Central Jail, which has latest technology and is also guarded round the clock by different paramilitary units. At this time, where 8 semi-terrorists have managed to flee from Bhopal Central Jail, 5 jail officials have been suspended. Interestingly, out of these 8 semi-terrorists who managed to flee, 4 of them had managed to escape from jails in Khandwa as well. Getting some reactions at this moment.
सभी जगह हम लोगों ने नाकाबंदी भी कराई है, सर्च भी चल रही है और हम लोग कोशिश कर रहे हैं, इन्वेस्टिगेशन कर रहे हैं कि हम लोगों को उनके बारे में जानकारी मिल सके और उन्हें तुरंत वापस से पकड़ा जा सके।
देखिए, अभी जो सिमी के अंडर ट्रायल 8 जो आरोपी थे, तो उनके विषय में जो ज्ञात हुई जानकारी, तो उसमें करीब 2 बजे की घटना है। रात को 2 से सवा 2 बजे के बीच में जब प्रधान
को हम लोगों ने सील किया हुआ है और कोशिश है कि इनको हम लोग जल्दी गिरफ्तार करें। कहीं ना कहीं ये जेल प्रबंधन जो भोपाल का है, उसकी लापरवाही से ये घटना हुई है और इसमें माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी ने जो जेल के भोपाल जेल के सभी अधिकारियों को निलंबित कर दिया है और इसकी हम लोगों की अभी प्राथमिकता ये है कि इनको हम लोग शीघ्र पकड़ने में सफल हों।
मेरे कोई इनाम वगैरह भी रखा है कुछ?
देखिए, इनाम वगैरह जो भी आवश्यक होगा वो सब सरकार करेगी। अभी हमारी प्राथमिकता इनको पकड़ना है, क्योंकि
So you just heard the Home Minister of Madhya Pradesh, who said that right now government has initiated action. India Today first got you the story that how 5 jail officials have been suspended for lax on the security, because of which 8 semi-terrorists have managed to flee. Also on your screen you can see these are the photographs that have been released by the state government of these 8 deadly semi-terrorists who are now roaming free. They've been identified as Mehboob alias Guddu, Amzad Khan alias Daud, Zakir Khan alias Sadiq, Muhammad Salik alias Salu, and Nazma, also all resident of, we're given to understand, of Khandwa in Madhya Pradesh. We're also given to understand that these semi-terrorists are right now could be in the neighboring state as well. Mujib Sheikh is the person who's the mastermind of the entire jail break. He's also accused of Ahmedabad blast. This is news that is coming in that Mujib Sheikh, one of the semi-terrorists who's managed to escape from the jail, also the mastermind of the jailbreak plot, is accused of Ahmedabad blast. He was living in Juhapura in Ahmedabad. And this is when Gujarat ATS had managed to nab him because he's accused of Ahmedabad blast, after which he was sent to the high security prison in Bhopal. It's a central jail in Bhopal. Getting some reactions of the security officials. Before that, let me go across to my colleague Himendra, who continues to give us the latest details. Himendra, 5 jail officials suspended, but clearly it's not enough. It's a very, very serious jailbreak that we're looking at, where 8 terrorists have managed to flee at a time when the entire nation is on a high vigil.
Well, indeed, it is a very serious offence. In fact, these 8 SIMI activists managed to flee the Bhopal Central Jail, highly fortified Central Jail, at a time when there was a high alert declared across the country. And these 8 SIMI terrorists, 4 of them had escaped the Khandwa jail in September 2013. Thereafter, they were out in the open for almost an year and a half, and then they were arrested from Uttar Pradesh. They had committed various crimes in Uttar Pradesh, and they were brought to Bhopal only to ensure that they should not break and ensure another jailbreak. But they managed to do that in Bhopal in a highly fortified jail, and a lot of planning, according to police sources, must have gone into this, because they were armed with a sharp-edged weapon, which, according to sources, again, they had converted their steel plate that is given to them for eating food into a knife, and they were also armed with ropes and also with bedsheets. And with these ropes and bedsheets, they scaled the almost 20 feet high wall of the Bhopal Central Jail after killing one head constable and injuring another jail guard.
Can you tell us exactly how their modus operandi came in place? Because they managed to scale a 20 feet high wall with bed sheets and also managed to slit a guard's throat because they had a sharp object in their possession.
Well, according to the Home Minister and according to police sources, the incident occurred between 12 a.m. and 2 a.m. last night. And it was at the time of change of duty, when there was duty change happening between the 2 constables, one head constable, another constable. They overpowered one of the head constables. They were armed with a sharp-edged weapon. This sharp-edged weapon, according to police sources, was made out of a steel plate. And if they had converted it into a knife, it probably must have taken several days to sharpen that object. And therefore, it is being understood. And police sources are also claiming that a lot of planning must have gone into it. And they had carefully chosen the day as well, because there was slight lack of guard, in the sense that yesterday it was Diwali day. Everyone was celebrating Diwali. And at a time when everyone was celebrating Diwali, these 8 dreaded SIMI terrorists, they managed to escape the Bhopal jail. And after stabbing the head constable and after overpowering the other constable, they were armed with bed sheets and also with ropes. They had several ropes with them. So they tied those ropes, converted that into some kind of a staircase, climbed the 20 feet high wall of the Bhopal Central Jail, and then fled from the spot. All 8 of them fled from the spot. And by 4 o'clock, there was an alert sounded in the city, but still now no one has been arrested. The police have still no idea where they have escaped to, and the Madhya Pradesh government has sounded a high alert across the state. Their photographs have been flashed across all districts. Also, there is a military intelligence unit that has just gone inside the Bhopal Central Jail. Also, there is a special task force unit that has gone in there. They are trying to find out and see how they probably escaped. But till now, we don't have any word from either the government or from the police or from anyone else as to where these 8 dreaded SIMI terrorists could have headed to.
All right. Also, Hemendra, be with us from the news agency. We're getting right now the reaction of the central DG of Bhopal jail. Let's take a listen to that first.
और सुरक्षा में कहां खामी हुई है, इसके लिए एडीजी जेल को इसमें निर्देश दिए गए हैं कि उसकी जांच करके हमें बताएं कि क्या कार्रवाई है, क्या कार्रवाई करनी है। और दूसरी बात यह है कि जो बाकी के बंदी हैं उनकी सुरक्षा हमने बढ़ा दी है, और अभी एक उच्च स्तरीय बैठक होगी, उसमें भी हम शासन को अवगत कराएंगे कि हमें और क्या क्या साधनों की आवश्यकता है।
जो फरार है उन पे इनाम भी घोषित किया गया है, ये
पुलिस महकमा करेगा। जो जेल महकमे से महकमा से
किस तरह के हथियार का इस्तेमाल
नए लोकल मेड चाकू वगैरह से ही किया है ये
जेल में हथियार।
हाँ, जो थाली या जो इस टाइप के हैं उसके इस्तेमाल किया है।
सर, इस मामले में कहाँ क्या आतंकी भी शामिल है जो खंडवा जेल से फरार हुए?
जी, टोटल 8 आतंकी हैं।
इनमें 4 सर सुना ये जा रहा है कि 4 जो है
जो खंडवा जेल ब्रेक कर दिए।
जी
कितने सर उसमें खंडवा जेल ब्रेक?
4।
सर, क्या लग रहा है कहाँ चूक हो गई?
चूक अब मालूम पड़ेगी कैसे चूक हुई है, क्योंकि एक प्रधानारक्षक की हत्या कर दी गई है। ये एक बहुत गंभीर बात है, जिससे हमारा जेल का फोर्स भी डिमोरलाइज्ड है। और दूसरी बड़ी बात यह है कि आगे ऐसी पुनरावृत्ति न हो, हमें उसकी भी व्यवस्था करनी है। तो उसको एप्रोप्रिएट लेवल पे चर्चा करके हम उसको सुदृढ़ करेंगे।
सर, लोगों के उनके नाम?
जेल सुपरिटेंडेंट है तोमर, और उप अधीक्षक हैं मेरे ना ऑपरेशन हुआ है, मेजर ऑपरेशन हुआ है।
We just heard Sanjay Chaudhary, DG of Bhopal Central Jail, confirming that out of these 8 SIMI terrorists, this is what the India Today newsbreak had confirmed earlier, 4 of them had earlier escaped from Khandwa jail in 2013. My colleague Kamaljeet joining us. Kamaljeet, we're getting reports that MHA has also sought a detailed report from the state government on the Bhopal jailbreak. In that, they've also sought details of these 4 other SIMI terrorists out of the 8 which had managed to flee from Khandwa jail in 2013.
Well, absolutely, Devina. As far as the MHA is concerned, they have sought a detailed report from Bhopal Police and Bhopal Central Jail. Remember, all these officials have now been suspended. But the fact remains that at least 4 of them were involved in a similar case 3 years ago, 280 kilometers from Bhopal in Khandwa jail. Now, remember, 3 of them have now been involved again in a similar jailbreak. A daring jailbreak at that, especially because Bhopal jail is considered one of the most high-secured jails across India. And the fact is that it's happening repeatedly in Madhya Pradesh with dreaded SIMI terrorists. This is obviously a cause of concern. But law and order, as far as law and order is concerned, it remains a state subject. So yes, prima facie, we know that MHA has sought a detailed report considering there's a BJP government also at the helm of affairs in Madhya Pradesh. But nonetheless, what we know is that as far as these 8 terrorists are concerned, their photographs have been flashed across different districts. A high alert has been sounded.
Right, be with us, Kamaljeet. So as we're looking at a massive security breach in the Bhopal Central Jail where 8 SIMI terrorists have managed to flee. We're also getting reports that 5 jail officials have been suspended. This after India Today had spoken categorically to the Madhya Pradesh Home Minister demanding action against errant jail officials. What we're given to understand is state government was informed about the incident at 4:30 a.m. So Hemendra, we're looking at number of lapses at this point of time. One, on a Diwali day, was security officials not present at the spot. The second lapse that we're seeing, if the incident happened at 12 in the midnight, Home Minister of Madhya Pradesh has told India Today he was informed only at 4:30 a.m. So why the delay? And third, now 5 jail officials have been suspended after media pressure. We're looking at 9:30 a.m. when this decision has been taken. But still, there is no whereabout or no idea that the state officials are sharing about these 8 terrorists who have managed to flee. So 3 lapses that we're looking at this morning.
Well, yes, it goes without saying that there was a massive security lapse in the sense that security was compromised there in the Bhopal Central Jail, in the sense that first they not just managed to kill the guard, one of the guard, and then managed to escape from the Bhopal Central Jail, but thereafter also they managed to vanish from the spot, in the sense that Bhopal is this particular Bhopal Central Jail. One road leads to the Karon Square. Karon is a locality which is about 2.5-3 kilometers away from the Bhopal Central Jail, and the other road leads to the Bhopal airport. The jail is almost about 1.5 kilometers from this Bhopal airport. And the other side is a temple over there, and it is on a slight elevation on a hill. So out of these 3 places, they could have just gone either towards the airport or towards the city. Eyewitnesses are telling us and the police that they initially saw them flee towards the city. So if they have managed to flee towards the city, obviously they have some connection inside the city. They just can't vanish into thin air. And also, as you mentioned earlier, inside the jail, they managed to procure this sharp-edged weapon. They, according to the police, they made it out of a steel plate. So if they were planning it, making a knife out of a steel plate, procuring ropes that they could tie and then convert them into some kind of a staircase to help them to...
So Hemendra, we have Kamaljeet also who's joining us with more updates on this story. Kamaljeet, what you're picking up from your sources?
Devina, one of the facts is this is a deadly jailbreak. Remember, the sort of modus operandi, they've used equipment from within the jail. The fact is that these dreaded terrorists were kept again together. This is a mistake which was done in 2013. Now in 2016, they were kept together again. One of the reasons for negligence is perhaps keeping all these terrorists from the same module together. This is going to cause a lot of alarm, and this is what many people are going to raise questions about. Now remember, there has been suspension of 5 officials, but this is a major negligence on part of Bhopal Jail Authority. Remember, the DG was informed late into the night. This is obviously a Diwali night. There should have been a high security alarm which should have been raised, but that was not done in the case. And obviously, in a daring bid, they've killed a head constable. They've gone ahead, done the jailbreak, and remember, they could still be within the state. And this planning, the sort of planning which has gone in, were there associates who were waiting outside? Was there some sort of a communication? Were people coming and meeting these dreaded terrorists before the jailbreak? All this needs to be seen, but obviously a lot of planning has gone into it, and there seems to be a major negligence as far as this entire case is concerned.
Interesting point, Kamaljeet. Why were these terrorists kept together? After knowing the fact that 4 of them have managed to flee in 2013 from Khandwa jail, why were they kept together? And how did they manage to procure all these deadly weapons? You had a sharp object with them, with which they managed to slit throat of the guard. Also, they had rope and bedsheet with which they were able to scale a 20 feet high wall. Now, that's a massive security breach also, Kamalji, that is coming. We have Prakash Singh who's joining us at the moment. Sir, thank you so much for speaking to India today. Your first response on this jailbreak from Bhopal that we are reporting.
I think it's a very serious incident, and it shows a terrible, inexcusable dereliction of duty on the part of the jail staff, and maybe possibly some connivance at some stage, because jailbreaks are not easy, and especially Bhopal jail should have had stringent security measures. So maybe it's an insider job or some connivance, some collusion somewhere. But in any case, whatever may be the reason, jailbreak by SIMI men is a serious matter. Earlier we have had jailbreaks by Maoists in Jahanabad, Bihar and other places. But SIMI is in a different class, and considering the threat of Islamic State to the country and the linkages between SIMI and Indian Mujahideen and their affinity for Islamic State, this is a serious matter, and I think they must be apprehended and they must be very, very severely dealt with.